Today I'm going to talk to you about improving your Facebook ad performance and talk to you about exactly what sort of ads you should be running. My name is James Booth and you are watching episode number 3 of Daily Marketing Hut Live. So, welcome to episode number 3. Looking forward to this one. If I'm being totally honest, I feel a little bit low energy today. So we'll see what gets done this afternoon. But everything for the next 10-15 minutes has been prepared and I am ready to deliver that to you. Before kind of getting into today's episode, I wanted to just have a little chat with you about a book I started reading this morning, because there was a lesson in there which I found really powerful, and it's something that I wanted to share with you because I think you watching this will benefit from it. So the book I've started reading is called Become a Key Person of Influence by a man called Daniel Priestley. It's pretty self-explanatory. It teaches you how to become a key person of influence. And I've read the first, I think it's split into 3 sections. I read the first section today, and one of the big takeaways I took from it was social media is the new microphone. And if you're a bit confused by that, I understand. Let me explain. Back in the late 1800s, when the microphone was invented, Daniel gave the example that not everyone suddenly became these successful speakers or singers. The people who became successful at speaking and singing when the microphone was invented were the people who could already speak and sing before the invention of the microphone. The microphone acted as a tool to make them louder. The fact that they could sing was an important factor. The microphone's just there to amplify their voice. Social media in the 21st century is exactly the same. So it enables you to reach pretty much anyone in the world and get your message across to them. But if your message is shit, it's not going to make it good. And that's important. Fix your messaging. Focus on your target audience. Focus on their problems. Create a message which is going to bring the two together, and use social media to amplify it. Perfect. That being said, let's get into the show. Before I get on to question 1, please tap the thumb to show me the love. If you've got any friends, tag them in the comments. Let me spread my message to as many people as possible. Unless you think it's shit, of course. But yeah, hopefully you don't. So yeah, let's get into it. Question 1. And the question I've found today, which I want to answer, is I'm running a Facebook ad, but it's not converting. I think my copy needs improving. Any tips? So yeah, Facebook ad copy does cause a few people some problems, and I think the biggest issue I see with people when they're writing their ad copy is that they talk about themselves too much. And good copy will focus on the reader's pains, or it'll focus on the reader more than anything. So most people will kind of use their ad copy to tell their audience how good their product is or what features their product can do. The fact is, the customer cares more about their problems than they do about your products. And what you've got to do is find a way to talk about their problems and then show them that your product or service can solve their problems. So if you're looking for like a simple formula, try this. Ask a leading question, focusing on a pain point. I'm going to give you an example in a second if that doesn't quite make sense. So ask a leading question, pushing on a pain point. Describe how the offer you're promoting alleviates that pain, focusing on the benefits of the offer, and then add a call to action. So tell them what they need to do next. So an example, it's a really bad example. I came up with it on the spot. So here's my example that I came up with. Focus on a pain point, describing how the offer alleviates a pain, and adding a call to action. See how this looks. Are you spending a fortune on kid clothes but feel like they've still got nothing to wear because they keep staining them? That's a pain. This new detergent, made with our secret stains be gone ingredient, means that even the toughest stains will be removed. That's a benefit, the toughest stains are removed. Click here to get your free sample. That's what to do next. So yeah, that would be my advice. Use that you can take that formula, plug it into any ad you've got now, and you should see the results improve. If you are a bit more serious about taking your copywriting or advertising in general just to that next level, I highly recommend checking out a book. I don't know the author, I could find it. I'll pop it into the description on YouTube if you're watching it on YouTube. The book is called Cashvertising. That's Cashvertising. If you do a quick Google search, you'll find it on Amazon or eBay. But it's an awesome book for writing ad copy or just writing ads that work, pretty much. So yeah. Question 2. I'm running a Facebook ad campaign and conversions are being counted when someone views my landing page. How do I set it up so a conversion is counted after they buy? Right. This is all to do with how you've got your Facebook pixel set up. So if you don't know what the Facebook pixel is, if you're not quite sure, if you go into your ads manager on Facebook and go into the pixel section, there'll be something called the Facebook pixel, and what it is, it's a bit of code. It's about a paragraph of code that you want to paste to the header of your website. So if you've got WordPress, you want to put it into the header of the theme you use. Header of the theme you're using, and that will then put this bit of code. It'll install the pixel on every page on your website. And what that pixel does is it tracks activity. So it tracks traffic activity. There's two ways and two reasons why you'd want the pixel on there. One, any traffic it tracks you can use to retarget. So say you're running people to a sales page where you're selling your awesome laundry detergent, and like 30% of people go there, 10% of people will land on that page and buy, the other 90% you'll never see again. If you've got the Facebook pixel on there, it allows you to retarget the 90% who didn't purchase originally, just to kind of say, I noticed you checked out the product but you didn't buy. If you've got any questions, here's a sort of one-time offer just to make the deal a bit sweeter, something like that. The other way you can use it, which is what this question was all about, is to track conversions. And essentially all a conversion is a certain action you want people to take. In the example given, it was signing up to a landing page. So the way this ad funnel would work is you'd have a Facebook ad, people click on it and then taken to an opt-in page, which is like enter your email address to get your free sample. They're then taken to a thank you page which says, thank you for requesting your free sample. We'll send it over now. In the meantime, check this out. Something like that. So you've got landing page, thank you page. The pixel will be installed on both by default. And what you want to do is go into Facebook, into the ads manager, into custom conversions, and make a custom conversion which triggers a lead. And if this is a bit complicated, I understand. If you know Facebook ads, it should make sense. Like, I'm using a few bit of jargon here. But you'd want the custom conversion to trigger a lead, and in the, say something like URL box, you'd want that to equal the thank you page, not the landing page. You want it to equal the thank you page. Yeah, I know that was a bit techy. If you've got any questions, post them in the comments or message me and I'll kind of clarify any of that if it needs clarifying. I know that it was a bit techy, my answer there. That being said, let's get on to question 3, which is, can I run an ad straight to a sales page, or should I focus on building my list? Well, I mean, it really depends. If you're brand new with something like this, I'd say you'd want to focus on building your list to start with. Reason being, if you just kind of promote some sort of offer, like a sale, like we just said in the example before, people are going to check out that offer, leave, and you'll never see them again. If you're focusing on building your list, say someone checks out your offer, they're interested, they join, but they don't want to buy it yet, but they join your list, 3 to 6 months down the line, when they then decide they need your product or service, if you have been communicating with them weekly or daily via email, you're the person they're going to want to go to, which is why it's beneficial to build a list. This question comes up a lot: can I sell off Facebook ads? Should I build a list? The best way to think about, like with Facebook ads, it's no different than any other form of advertising. Like 15 years ago, you'd have been placing the same adverts in newspapers and magazines. The same principles still apply with Facebook ads. It's just in 2016, people aren't reading magazines or newspapers anymore. They're looking at their phones, they're looking at Facebook, and that's where the attention is, and that's why Facebook advertising is effective at the moment. It's not because Facebook ads are this awesome advertising tool, it's just simply the fact that people's attention is on Facebook. The same advertising rules which applied 15 years ago still apply today, it's just in a different context. So yeah, it really depends on your offer. If you've got a low priced offer, a very specific audience, and it's a very specific, solving a very specific problem, you can probably sell straight from the Facebook ad. If you've already got a list and you're targeting them with your Facebook ad with a brand new offer, so these people already know and like and trust you, the people you're targeting, then yeah, you could sell straight from a Facebook ad. But if you're looking at selling a fairly high price item to cold traffic, probably not going to work. So yeah, cool. Thank you for watching video 3. Hope you found it beneficial. Like I say, if you did, I'd really appreciate if you tag your friends in the comments, if you share this out to your network, and I'll be back tomorrow with episode number 4. See you then. Peace.